The movie begins showing the word 5,000 years ago. There we see a cruel king ruling. There was a time when this city used to be free, but now king had made people his slaves. The king is getting land excavated from all the people in the city. He is actually looking for a metal, a stone which would give him some extraordinary superpowers, and he will become more powerful. He will be able to rule not only this city but the whole world. The name of this metal is Eternium. As usual, the workers are digging. While in meantime a worker there finds that Eternium stone. The cruel king gets it and makes his crown with that material. Now we see a boy who raises his voice against the cruel king. He tries to make villagers understand that we should not accept this injustice. When cruel king finds about him, he orders his servants to kill him. Now soldiers grab him. They were about to kill him, but the boy suddenly disappears. He finds himself in a place among with many gods. The 6 gods tell him that we like your courage a lot, so we are gifting you our powers. Whenever you will say the word Shazam, our powers will come inside you. The little boy does the same. He says Shazam and suddenly becomes very powerful. He instantly comes to the king's place where he was about to put on his crown to get all the powers. The little boy stops him and starts destroying everything. He was so furious that he not only destroyed king but the entire city. From here is see the present time of 5,000 years. Later, we are shown the same city where a gang has completely occupied whole city. They are robbing, beating and doing whatever they want. They are completely controlling the whole city. In reality, the only purpose of this gang is to find that crown made from Eternium. It means that we're looking for the same crown that cruel king made 5,000 years ago. He himself was ended, but his crown still exists somewhere in the city. Now we see a girl named Adriana who is also looking for that same crown. She is an expert in finding old things as she is an archaeologist. Later this girl Adriana goes to a cave where after a lot of effort she finally finds that crown. Adriana and her friends were very happy. Here we come to know that one of Adriana's companion Ismail was a member of that gang which had occupied the city. He kills one of their friends and calls other members of gang. Now gang members came and points gun at Adriana. Now she looks down and sees some words written on a stone. She reads them and Shazam comes out of her mouth. Suddenly Black Adam comes here and starts killing all the goons. No one survives. Their Ismail pretends to die so his life is saved. Now some more goons arrive and attack Black Adam. They bought a special weapon made of that same magical stone. Here Black Adam gets hit and we see that he actually feels the pain. Still Black Adam kills that goon who had fired missile on him, but sometime later he becomes unconscious and faints. Here we come to know that Eternium is such a metal that makes Black Adam weak. Seeing this, Adriana becomes worried and takes Black Adam to her home. Now Black Adam wakes up and sees Adriana's son here. This child tells Black Adam that you have been locked on that cave for 5,000 years and now as our city is being enslaved, and that gang is not letting us live, so you have come as a savior for us. Black Adam doesn't show any interest and says that 5,000 years ago this was my city, but now everything is changed. I am not responsible for saving this city. I have nothing to do with this city and its people. He leaves the house and starts walking around the city. After this we see a female leader whose job is to stop supernatural people from coming to this world. She believes that we have to keep such situations in this world so ordinary people can live their lives peacefully. She is saying this to a superhero Hawkman. She says that Black Adam is back now. If he is not stopped, then he will destroy everything like before. If he goes crazy, then it will be impossible to stop him. Hawkman agrees to this and makes a team in which more superheroes were included. They all go out together to catch Black Adam. On the other hand, a few gang members arrive at Adriana's house as they knew that she still has the crown. They were about to kill Adriana's family, but just then Black Adam arrives. He kills all the goons. He was still fighting some remaining people that Hawkman arrives and attacks Black Adam. Their whole team fights him, but still Black Adam was dominant. The gang members and whole Justice team were unable to defeat him and finally Black Adam leaves. Now Justice Society team made by Hawkman goes to Adriana and asks for her help to catch Black Adam, but Adriana says that where have you been when we all were being oppressed? I have never seen you before. There is only Black Adam who saved me when I was about to die. The people of Justice Society tell her that one who you think is protecting you is very dangerous. He even destroyed this whole city 5,000 years ago. They somehow convince Adriana, so she takes them to Black Adam so that everyone can sit and talk to each other. On the other hand, Ismail reaches Adriana's house to steal that crown. He looks a lot but couldn't find it, so he kidnaps Adriana's son. Adriana's son is very clever. He somehow calls her mother and tells her everything. She becomes worried and asks for the help of Black Adam and Justice Society. They all agree and start to look for her son together. Here Hawkman catches 2 men of that gang and asks them about their leader. Ismail had kept her son in a secret place in a desert. When Black Adam and Justice team reached that place, they found Ismail pointing gun to Adriana's son. He tells them a secret that I am the leader of this gang who is causing trouble in whole city and all of those goons work for me. He asks Adriana to give him that crown to save her child's life. This troubled mother gives him that crown, but despite this, he shoots the child. As Black Adam sees this, he flies at a very high speed and comes in front of it and saves the boy. Here Black Adam becomes furious and completely destroys Ismail by burning him with his lightning power. Now Black Adam meets Hawkman and tells him a very big secret. He tells him that 5,000 years ago the boy who raised his voice against that king was not me, he was in fact my son, but when King's soldiers were about to kill him he just disappeared. The cruel king became very angry and he kidnapped my whole family and tortured us brutally. We were beaten so badly that my wife died and I was about to die, but my son came and killed the soldiers. He gave all his powers to me. We were just talking that suddenly cruel king's people attacked us again. I was saved as I had my powers, but my son was ended in front of my eyes. Seeing this I became furious and not only killed the king but also destroyed the whole city. Here we come to know that Black Adam is actually not that boy who raised his voice 5,000 years ago, he actually is his father. Black Adam says that I have no control over my powers, and gods became angry with me as I destroyed the whole city and killed many people. That's why they locked me in that cave and I've been there from thousands of years. But when Adriana called my name I was born once again. Here Black Adam is still very embarrassed that he destroyed the whole city. He requests Hawkman to arrest him and lock him in such a place that he'll never be able to come out again. After this Black Adam says the word Shazam and he transforms into his normal form again. It means that he had become a human again with no superpowers. Hawkman puts him inside water in a special device with his mouth covered so he would not be able to speak. This was kind of a small jail for Black Adam. On the other hand we are shown Ismail who was in hell. Ismail knew it from the beginning that if he wants to get access to true powers of that crown then he'll have to die while holding that crown in his hands. It was all a part of his plan that he will provoke Black Adam and he will kill him. Everything worked exactly according to his plan. Here the demons of hell meet Ismail and give their power to him. Ismail was now transformed into another creature and he called himself Sabbac. Now he comes to the world with his powers and starts destroying everything. Soon Justice Society finds about him and they all came to stop Sabbac. They fought and tried a lot but still were unable to defeat him. One member of Justice Team, Dr. Fate, also uses his multiple forms but still couldn't kill him. They soon realized that only Black Adam can defeat him. That's why Dr. Fate talks to Black Adam through telepath. He tells him that we need your help. Black Adam wakes up and destroys that machine, then he gets out and kills all the soldiers there. He then says Shazam and gets his powers back. Now without wasting any time he flies and goes to Sabbac. There the members of Justice Society were still fighting Sabbac. During this one of their team member Dr. Fate died. Hawkman was also fighting Sabbac but their efforts were not successful. Luckily Black Adam reaches there and now a war starts between Black Adam and Sabbac. It was a heavy fight but with time it seemed that Black Adam is the only one who can defeat Sabbac. After some time Black Adam grabs Sabbac's head and cuts it into 2 parts and then tears him completely. Sabbac finally died and everything becomes peaceful. The people of this city started considering Black Adam as their savior. After this we see that same lady leader who made Justice Society to stop Black Adam. She tells Black Adam that it's okay, you can do whatever you want, but don't leave this city. Be the savior of this city, do whatever you want, but if you leave this city then it will not be good for you. Here Black Adam sits and tells her that no one can order me and I will do whatever I want and no one can stop me. The lady says that you may be right, no one in this world can stop you, but I know someone who is not from our world. Black Adam gets angry and breaks the screen on which he was talking to the lady. Their smoke spreads everywhere and suddenly out of nowhere, Superman comes out of smoke. He makes an eye contact with Black Adam and tells him to always sit and talk. As Superman says this, the movie ends here.